Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maskara Cakes. Now, I just saw Abby Williamson do this one, and I've seen, I think Teresa's dad did this one. She collabed with somebody and did this one. So I thought I would tell you my top 5 neutral palettes. I have a lot of colorful palettes. I've got a few neutral palettes that are like my go-tos that I definitely use and are my favorites. So I thought I would share them with you. If I have pictures of looks I've done with that palette, I will throw it up after I tell you why each palette is one of my favorites. My number 5 favorite palette is the Pretty Vulgar Nightingale eyeshadow palette. I think I got this in BoxyCharm or something, but this is the only palette that I have that has such pretty grays and it's not a shimmer. Well, none of them are shimmers, but they're just really pretty grays, and they go with these browns really well. So when I'm doing like a for real, like smoky eye, I'm doing like black and like gray and black. This black is really nice. This is a palette. I don't do that a lot, but when I do, this is the palette that I go for. Like these, it's like a grayish brown. They're really pretty. And this black is really good. And the browns are pretty good too. I just don't use brown that much. So this one, oh, and this white up here at the top. I forgot about these. And this shimmery white is really pretty. Hey, it's hard to tell. You can't see the shit. It doesn't swatch real, but it goes on the eye. It's really pretty. So the Pretty Vulgar Nightingale palette. My number 4 favorite neutral palette is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. I remember seeing this and thinking, oh, that's the dumbest shit ever. It's all colors we have. I don't even remember why I got it, but it did. And I love this palette. It's really pretty. Yes, honey? The shimmers in it. This actually, the one pop of like pink or coral or whatever that is, it's actually my least favorite color in the whole palette. These, I remember, I know I wanted, when I first saw it, I wanted this silver color, and that did not disappoint. That color is so pretty. It's like just a really pretty silvery. And then just all the shimmers in this palette are so pretty. Rose quartz is really pretty. The pearl, ooh, that one's pretty too. It's like a cream colored shimmer. I don't know. And the mattes go perfectly in your eye. And the mattes really complement all the shimmers in this palette. This is one of my favorite neutral palettes. Number 3 is my... Is this neutral? I mean, it's got some pops of color, but it's mostly neutral. Is my my Sydney Grace Autumn's Rain palette. It's got some pops of color, like the blues over here. But when you add like the pinks with all the browns and the golds, I would say that it's fairly neutral. I can definitely make some really pretty neutral looks with this palette. This Wondrous Night color, it's like a brownish taupe silver. I don't even know what color this is. It's really pretty. And then, oh, these two, well, this pink one down here, Palace, is just the perfect transition crease shade. It's great. And then this golden wheat color, this brown, is a gorgeous brown. It's so pretty. I mean, for a brown. I just really like the tone of that brown. And this one too with the shimmers. Like that one I showed you, the Wondrous Night. And this golden scepter. And even like the brown shimmer. I've used that a lot more than I thought I would. So this is my number 3 neutral palette. And the quality of Cindy Gray shadows are superb. Like, people always want, like, companies that are known for their single shadows, like Cindy Grace, when they make an eyeshadow palette, I've always heard that the quality isn't as good as their single shadows. The quality is just not as good as their single stuff. But this palette is excellent. The quality of these shadows is just beautiful. They blend so easily. They glide on, like the shimmers are beautiful. They glide on so easily. And the shimmers blend into the mattes perfectly. I mean, even adding some of these pops of color, like the purples with the browns, make it kind of a neutrally palette. I would say only these blue colors aren't really neutral. But all the other ones added together make really pretty neutral looks. My number 2 favorite neutral palette is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. This is my favorite ABH palette. Just every color in here is beautiful. Nothing is too... It's just perfect for when you want to do a soft, romantic... It really reminds... It's like a floral palette. Like, it reminds me very much of, like, muted... English Garden tea rose colors, if that makes any sense at all. But it just, so, and all these colors blend perfectly. All these shimmers are beautiful. Like this Sultry is like a dark, I love pink, is my favorite color. That might go into why this is one of my favorites. But this Sultry is like a dark pink shimmer. This rose pink is just beautiful. Gorgeous. And then there's 3 golds in here. There's a bronze is like a darker gold. It is pretty. But this fairy color is like a small shimmer. Like sometimes they're like chunkier shimmers. But this one's like a smaller shimmer. And just the tone of the gold is beautiful. And even this glistening one is also just gorgeous. There on the knuckle, you see that? And then this one is the bronze, which is, again, really pretty. This one's a chunkier one. It's a grungy gold, which is really pretty. But this dusty rose color right here is one of my very favorite eyeshadow colors. I love it. And the oranges are really pretty. This orange soda I've seen in other palettes. But it is not too dark. It blends just effortlessly. It blends together. The black in this is really pretty. The matte black. Look at that. Look at that. Even when you're not looking for a black darkening color, this mulberry color is really pretty. And works really well as a shade to darken your eye look. But this one is the Dusty Rose. It's my favorite. It's just so pretty. And like I said, it all just blends. Ooh, wrong finger. It all just blends together. So pretty. Look at that. But this is my favorite Anastasia palette. As far as her neutral palettes go. Because she has a lot of really pretty neutral palettes, but that one is my favorite. And my number 1 favorite neutral palette is the Dose of Colors Friendcation palette. I've said this before, I use this like every day for at least 3 or 4 months. Just because it's easy to use. The color, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 10-pan palette. It's easy to pick a look, pick it, decide, go with it, and they blend beautifully. The shimmers are beautiful. This, which one is this? I think this is Churro. This Churro shimmer, or this is Churro. Oh, this one might be Just a Kiss. I don't know. But this, it does not swatch well, but it is gorgeous on your eyes. It is so pretty. It doesn't swatch well at all. Yeah, barely. You can barely see when you swatch it. But on your eyes, it is gorgeous. And then one of my favorite looks that I did with it, I'll put a picture of it after this, is this pink color with this pink shimmer. Ooh, that was one of my favorites I've ever done. I've definitely done it more than once. Look at that pink. It's just so pretty. And then the green with the browns is a very neutral, pretty, gorgeous look. This green is my favorite green shimmer. It's like green, but it's like a dirty brown shit. I don't know. It's just my favorite green. I love this green. It looks gorgeous with the browns in this palette. And then if you're feeling a little spicy that day, you can add either of these blue shimmers. And they're just, this one at the top is the brightest shimmer. It's so pretty. It's like a purpley, look at that. And even this one here at the bottom is beautiful too. It's a lot darker. Just so pretty. And these mattes blend beautifully. Even this one that doesn't really look like it's any color, it's darker on your eye than it looks in the pan. It's a great crease shade, great transition. It's beautiful. I used that a lot this last year, and it's my favorite neutral palette. I love this palette. For some reason, this mirror, I know this doesn't have anything to do with the makeup, but this mirror is my favorite to use when I don't have a mirror to use. I don't know why, but it is. But yeah, then it's got the all over shade for my skin color, and just my favorite palette. This is a great palette. It's the Desi x Katie Friendcation palette. So those are my top 5 favorite neutral palettes that I own. Do you have any of those that I mentioned? Do you like them? Are they your favorites too? Right now, I'm in the process of doing the 4-3-2-1 series look with the Friendcation palette, because I love that palette, and I'm going to do 4 different looks with it. I'm going to do a top 5 favorite colorful palettes after this one, probably next week sometime. So, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a good day. See you next time.